So this is more about the kick streamer that died on stream. Supposedly he was part of like a group of people. He was older, and they ended up bullying him. They put him in the back of vehicle trunks, and they were driving, and he had a known like heart problem. And let's just say that it just didn't go well for him, unfortunately, and he passed. And now I guess the kick streamers aren't really facing any actual backlash from this other than like the community. I hope these people go to jail where they belong.
Just downright evil. A French streamer named Jean Pormanove, real name Raphael Gravin, has passed away in his sleep on stream after this marathon stream that he was a part of, where his friends, and I wouldn't call them friends, they are like actual demons.
That's the thing is like, there were messages of this guy talking to his mom and saying that they won't let him go, even though he wants to go home. So there's a good chance there might be charges placed on these guys. I'm hoping, but as of right now, nobody really knows.
Basically just abused him, beat him, fundamentally tortured him, made him consume dangerous things, and then he went to sleep and died in his sleep. He was 46 years old, and the exact
Look at how skinny he is. Like,
is currently being investigated. Jean Pormanove was mainly a gamer, and then over time grew a big following and started doing like more IRL streams, and from what I can gather, more like extreme challenges.
That's the goal for us, boys. I don't want to do extreme challenges, but I'd like to do some IRL stuff, but I'd like to do more branching out and doing other things as opposed to just the reaction. And opposed to just gaming, I want to get out there and enjoy the world. You know what I'm saying?
What happened during this marathon stream where he ultimately passed away was something that he was not a full willing participant of, as evidenced by what
a marathon stream typically consists of multiple days of streaming, even while sleeping. Sometimes they have noisemakers that go off that whenever someone donates, you can wake them out of bed and stuff like that.
During streams, as well as a text message he sent to his mother just days before his death. He allegedly sent this to his mom shortly before he passed. Hey mom, how are you? I'm sick of this game.
I got it. Hey, according to Dextro, just days before his death, John Pormanove reportedly sent a troubling message to his mother. Hey mom, how are you? I'm sick of this game. It's gone way too far. I feel like I'm being held hostage by their awful concept. I'm exhausted. I want to leave, but the other guy won't let me. He's holding me hostage.
Had nothing to do with it, and then even posted some very heartfelt messages about can't show you here because it is actually torturing this guy.
Yes.
And then he eventually dies.
So, to give you an idea, whenever they found him in the other room still live, he was still live streaming. They hit him on the head and stuff, and he was already dead. He was dead.
If you just watch that, it's very clear this isn't a man they respected. This is someone they treated like a human punching bag.
They put him into the backs of... They put him in the car trunks and would drive on bumpy roads. They did a lot to him. There you go, like that. This is like a blanket party.
Allez, papa, va mourir. Arrête, ça fait... Arrête. Oui, oui. Ah, il me prend, putain. Arrête, va mourir. Arrête, il va mourir.
I've seen a few news sources showing these clips, so I'm assuming that these are okay to show. Not that any of it is okay, it only gets worse from here.
Yeah,
but as far as what they did to this man and the abuse that he endured, this is like the lowest level of it. Not that there's a such thing as diet torture, there's no such thing as like a tasteful amount.
What he's trying to say is that it gets way worse, and I believe it.
They really treat him like their prisoner, like a claim. Expect to get all of the evidence that they themselves filmed on stream and be able to say with high level of confidence that they definitely had a hand in his untimely death. Two of the streamers directly involved in this have made statements where they're trying to put on this facade of grief, but I don't buy it at all.
Not the way, if you looked at their faces whenever they were manhandling him, there was like almost, a bully has a type of look to them. It usually looks like anger in their face, not a bunch of friends goofing around and smiling. You can always tell the difference between when someone's bullying at roughhousing and when someone's actually like roughhousing as friends, because they'll be smiling, right? bullies have this look of anger in their face when they roughhouse with somebody.
First comes from Naruto, which is a wild name for a piece of shit like this to have. It's been a while since I've seen the show, but I don't.
And Safine released statements after Pormanove's passing in a Instagram story. Naruto wrote, translated from French, I've always dedicated writing these words. Sadly, last night, JP Raphael Gravin left us, my brother, my sidekick, my partner, 6 years side by side, never letting go. I love you, my brother. We will miss you terribly. Please respect his memory and don't share the video of his final moments for his family and for us. His second family, Lokalo, rest in peace.
I don't recall Naruto ever having family. Well, which of course is physical too, but like there was significantly more than just the physical stuff they were doing to him to mistreat him and abuse him and dehumanize him. It was terrible. It was truly terrible. Like, obviously, I'm not going to show any more from the stream, but do you want to know how they went to check if he was still alive? Well, when they thought something might be a bit awry, they threw a bottle at him. They just threw a bottle at his body, and then they went over and started slapping him to try and see if he'd wake up, but he was still unresponsive. So that's when it dawned on them that he had died in his sleep, on stream, right next to all of them. There is nothing that I have seen here that leads me to believe they genuinely cared about this guy. I think it's very clear Raphael Gravin very much cared about them and wanted to be their friend, and to me it seems like they exploited that. They manipulated him into being the butt of the...
He was the lolcow. He was the person that they bullied for likes and views.
Joke.
You see this a lot with parents using their kids. Kind of like what happened to that one lady. What was the name of the lady that got locked up for abusing her kids because she was a TikTok person? Ruby Frank. She had a bunch of kids, and then whenever her accounts got banned because of what she was doing, she ended up abusing her kids to the point where she ended up getting locked up.
These humiliation streams. That's what these were. They were humiliation streams that they roped Raphael Gravin into agreeing to, and it seems like they were just dangling this carrot of friendship in front of him, and like all of the attention that it was gathering, it seems like they were holding over his head like, oh man, we need you here, JP, we need to, you know, mistreat you on stream.
So I guess what happened was he was the first person that got the clout, I guess, and they ended up using that to their advantage and probably making a bully circle or a... It just really sad.
Just know we love you. This is all part of, you know, the joke here for the audience. You know, we're all in on it. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you. That's what it seems like to me from everything I have seen here. And this has gone on for a really long time. It really seems like at no point did they actually respect JP or treat him like a friend.
No, they wouldn't either. If you're doing stuff like that on stream in front of a bunch of people for clout, you don't care about the person you're doing it to. You just don't.
He was simply the catalyst for their humiliation.
Like when you see Kai and Speed going at it on stream, that's a little different. But because like they're both equally as aggressive towards each other. But whenever this guy literally is just screaming for it to stop, that's a problem.
Streams. Because of him, they were able to get a lot more eyeballs and make a lot more money off humiliating and abusing this guy that they never actually really viewed as a friend.
No.
That's what it looks like to me.
It was always about
this was broadcast on Kick, and it went on for a long time. Not only this 10-day marathon, but a lot of the other abuse that happened prior also broadcast on Kick, and at no point were they ever, like, reprimanded or shut down, according to sources. So a lot of attention is now turning towards Kick about, like, how they handle illegal shit like this. So our priority is to protect creators and ensure a safer environment on...
The unfortunate thing is like, I don't know if they can get charged with anything, and this might sound a little heartless, but he should have left. Now, that doesn't make any of this right, because he was totally being mentally manipulated. He should have left, though. Or he should have called the police or something.
All co-streamers who participated in this live broadcast have been banned pending the ongoing investigation.
Good.
So they didn't ban until after JP's death. Now, this kind of thing has
just
happened
like Twitch.
On Twitch before. This isn't exclusive to just Kick, friend on stream. For a company to proactively get involved and stop something from happening in the future or some shit. Like, source of their content was a while even before, like, all of this blew up and he passed away. Like, I feel like at some point Kick could have unpunished for a while. There is a streamer that I have talked about numerous times who has literally fucked a prostitute on stream on Kick in front of a child.
I remember that.
But that was the first time he did that while a child. Been very
No.
a lot recently, and I think if it wants to continue to grow.
No. We're gonna end this one. Yeah, I can't be talking about no kitty stuff, dude. Nuh-uh. I want to get monetized on this video. I think that it's really sad that this guy lost his life to this nonsense. It's really sad. And I hope that if the malicious intent is there enough for these people to get arrested, I look forward to seeing them go to jail and their accounts being permanently banned because they don't deserve where they're at. Because it is like they were definitely bullying that poor man.